What is going on, everybody? This is Gabriel Jones giving you a drop of sun any chance I get. And today we are going to be reacting to the new extended play from Jojo, Trying Not to Think About It. Holy mother of God. This woman has faced so many obstacles in her career. She rose to prominence in the 2000s with her self-titled debut and her follow-up, The High Road. And she wasn't even 18 yet. Unfortunately, the mainstream success wouldn't last long for Jojo. Beginning in 2008, Jojo would spend a nearly decade-long battle with her former label Blackground Records for her to break free and take back ownership of her two albums. Pop Dissected released a great video outlining the whole situation, so I highly recommend you check that out. Jojo would go on to release two more albums titled Mad Love and Good to Know. And while these two albums didn't have the mainstream success that the first two did, I'm sure that she's more than thrilled to have creative freedom again. Then what really put Jojo back in the limelight this year is when she competed on The Masked Singer as the Black Swan and came in second place just behind Nick Lachey as the Piglet. My personal favorite covers of hers were How Do I Know and Tequila. Definitely look those up, they're great. Now we have a brand new extended play from Jojo, and I think today will be more of a relaxing sort of reaction to see which direction she's taking her craft now. So let's see what Trying Not to Think About It has in store for us, shall we? But first, I wanted to give a special shout out to Jess and Zena of Trans Girl Therapist. They are very good friends of mine, and they're currently supporting me on Patreon. You guys are awesome. They have their own YouTube channel. Definitely visit it. They are totally worth watching. Now to the video. Track number 1, World of Sunshine, Intro. It's sort of like a calling. Kind of gives me that vibe. She just has such a soulful voice. Like, holy mother! You just gotta get out of bed and you'll find yourself making it through the day. Like that. Great line. Get out of your head and just see everything that surrounds you, and that'll make you happy. Beautiful. You got more of a beat kicking in now. Really making it epic. She can really lay out some good vocals. What the hell? A little bit of synth. And a little guitar strumming. Alright, so that was our opening track. And I gotta say, it's very sort of entrancing. I can't tell if this track is being ironic. She's all like, welcome to my world of sunshine, just look at how bright everything is. But I can't really lay my finger on that. Maybe the track is supposed to be sarcastic in a way, because she's all like, look at my life, it's filled with rainbows and sunshine and butterflies. But judging by the album cover, I'm pretty sure that we're going to be in for a much gloomier sort of listen. But I think that she is doing great so far. Track number 2, Anxiety, Berlinda's theme. Between your voice and mine. That gives you something to think about. It just looks bad on me because I'm the one who has to, like, fix the damage that you caused. I shouldn't be attached to you like this. Yo, she belts it on this one. Like, what? What? If I had the chance to break you off from my life, I would. But I'm under circumstances where that's not the case, and it's driving me insane. Crazy, crazy, crazy! The R&B influence is really strong on this one. Like, she knows how to make some good R&B. Like, I'm surprised by that. You want me to fit the circumstances of your life when I should be having my own life. That's not a healthy relationship in my book. She's pleading for you to let her go, buddy. Just let her go. Always thinking about yourself. I can hear some rain sound effects throughout the track. Sort of reflects the gloom she's feeling. Okay, so that was Anxiety, Berlinda's theme. And that one had some very nice production to it. Very heavy with the R&B sound. The message is pretty straightforward. She's singing about this guy who's trying to take control of her. It's a very toxic relationship, and it's sort of really weighing on her at this point. He won't let her leave the house. He's trying to change her persona, and she's just really not feeling well about all this. And she's making a plea to break from his shackles, but he is just not having any of it. And yeah, you can definitely see the pain shine through in this track. Jojo is a very great vocalist. She knows how to belt on a track, and it's very clear why she became famous at like the age of 6 or 9, whatever age it was. Either way, it was not in the double digits. Track number 3, Dissolve. Very poetic with the opening verse. I'm liking the lyrical play here. I love the beat in this chorus. Harmonizing is pretty good. I like that. I can hear some grand piano work. Very wonderful vocals. And we just have the vocals now. Music's cut out, just vocals. Alright, so that was Dissolve. And I gotta say, for a slow R&B jam about wanting to break free from a relationship, this track has some pretty nice elements going on with it. I just love the vocal work that Jojo does, you know, layering vocals after vocal after vocal. I can't believe just how well she can sing. She seems to be reflecting on this relationship that has changed for the worst, and now she's sort of questioning if it was ever real at all. And now it just feels like she could just lose herself in all this toxicity that her and her partner have between them. It's all conveyed well with the piano and the beats, and of course Jojo's incredible singing skills. I think it's pretty good. I'm digging that one. Track number 4, Good Enough, Interlude. I shouldn't try to explain myself because no one's ever gonna like comprehend what I'm saying. The harmonizing. She's constantly repeating the phrase good enough because she wants to see if she's good enough for her partner or for anyone close to her. But the thought of it is straining on her so much. I feel the same way, because sometimes I get a little more anxious when it's nighttime, but when the morning comes, I'm feeling a little bit better. Jojo and I did a breathing exercise together. So that was Good Enough, and that one is very masterful with its production and lyricism, and of course, like, overall final product. It's sort of like Jojo is working on her mental health, and she is constantly paranoid by people's perception of her, or more specifically, her lover's perception of her. And the thoughts are just sort of like batting around in her brain, and it just gets uncontrollable at a certain point. Eventually, she has to stop, just take a breather, and let herself know that things aren't as bad as they seem. Her mind is just playing tricks on her, and she has to figure out what's in front of her. Track number 5, B.I.D. I'm digging the keyboard work on this, and the guitar work. She seems to be helping her partner with a very difficult situation. I can bring your anxiety down. I know how to bring down my anxiety. Their vocals. Aw, she's letting her man be vulnerable. Very sweet. You're the only one who can make it bad. The only one who's emphasizing these problems, or the only one who's exasperating these problems is you. Falsetto, baby. Falsettos. We got them. Aww. So cute. I like this. So that was BID, and that one had a very touching meaning behind it. It's her trying to help her man be vulnerable and open up about his feelings, because he's probably experienced some very deep-seated issues, and she just wants to help her, and she just wants to help him get through those. And this is just a personal opinion of mine. I just think it's very endearing when women encourage their man or men to be more honest with themselves and open up about what they're going through. Because I think that's what a relationship should be. It's two people who truly care about each other, finding a way to help navigate each other's issues and bring about happiness. It's all about give and take. You know, it shouldn't just be too one-sided. It shouldn't be like one person gives so much to the other and not the other way around. It's all about giving and taking and being equal with each other. And I think Jojo recognizes that, which I think is very commendable. So props to you, Jojo. Track number 6, Feel Alright. Kind of like how she goes from one pitch to the next. Very, very cool. Piano work here is great. I'm really stepping up the production with this one. You took me in at my most vulnerable, and that's how you were able to control me. But I'm taking that control back, motherfucker. Do I love you this much, or is this just something to do? Because she's reflecting on, do I really want to commit to this relationship, or is this just something to keep me occupied? Something to help me feel less lonely? Because if so, it ain't healthy. I'm holding onto this knife just so I can feel something. It's better than feeling lonely, or so I think. So that was Feel Alright, and I gotta say there is some interesting subject matter this one has to offer. She sang how she just doesn't want to feel nothing, and she just wants something to go on in this relationship. She wants to feel at least something over nothing. And I think that's sort of what the title is implicating. She is feeling alright, but can we do better than alright? Can we feel good? Can we feel great? Can we feel outstanding? But she's just going for alright now, and I think that's pretty interesting. She doesn't feel like this relationship is the best for her, but she would rather have this than no relationship at all. But can she score for even better is the question. Track number 7, Fresh New Sheets. Snapping effects on this are very awesome. I don't know why I opened up my eyes. Why did I get out of bed? Is she afraid to open up? I'm not sure if that's what's going on here. You got some guitar work entering the song. Keeping belts. Like, that is some good harmonizing and some good belting. Boom! It's very bluesy with its sound. Like the layered vocals and like the slow tempo and the snapping. There is a bluesy influence on this track, and she knows how to perfect it. And the slow downbeat electric guitar adds so much more to the gloomy nature of the tune. I'm liking the echo. I'm liking the echo. I put it under my bed and pray that it fits. Like, I try to bottle it all up and pray that it doesn't just flow out like exploding soda. She's trying to tell herself that whatever she's doing right now, she's a lot better than it. But she can't exactly find the motivation to make herself better than this. But she can't stop her brain from telling her that. Drowning out the vocals as we come to a close on this one. So that was Fresh New Sheets, and I gotta say, it is very interesting why she titled the track that. She had all these fresh new sheets prepared on her bed, washed, folded, dried, that's out of order. But nonetheless, she had them all nicely prepared on her bed, and she just makes no use of them. Her partner offers to come over and maybe sleep with her and, cuddle with her, and they'll have a great time, but she's just not in the mood because she is a little bit hesitant to open herself up to some new love out of fear that it could end disastrously. She wants to build up that confidence in herself, but her heart's just not in the right mood for it. And now she's all caught up with this shame that she's not doing better than what she's doing now. And that just hurts her inside, and it just sort of adds on to her anxiety, if you would call it. And the way the song just presents that is very commendable. I like the layered vocals, like with all the other tracks. The piano work that's sprinkled all throughout the tune. The guitar work is also nice. I like how the drowned out vocals sort of take time to come to an end because they just want all that depression and anxiety and sadness to sit with you. They really want you to take it in as Jojo is projecting it onto the music. I think that's really cool, and I think Jojo has been playing with some very neat ideas on this EP so far. Track number 8, Sugar and Carbs Interlude.
Sugar and carbs, they're the only ones for the job. If I found that out in my head, I'll just eat some cookies.
Sister, how did you get vocals that immaculate? So yeah, that was just a 21-second track, and I got wow, oh my god, she packed so much into that. It's just a 20-second ode to her love for sugar and carbs, which she sometimes eats if she's feeling a little bit down in the dumps. Oh my god, I don't know if that ties into the next track, but it is nice to see her make a short little love song to her admiration for cookies. Oh my god. Track number 9, Spiral SZN. Keyboard work here is very interesting. This beat is very heavy, and they integrated the snapping effects again. Very fucking true, Jojo. Very fucking true. Feel that way all the time. I mean, don't lose hope now. You're probably going to manage it eventually, but it might take a little bit of work. I know it happens every time, and it's unpleasant every single time. Spiraling out of control. I can't even begin to describe. Oh my god. She hit so many falsettos. The way they just kick back into that chorus. That nice little melody towards the final seconds. Okay, so that was Spiral Season. I said it wrong earlier. It's not SZN, it's season. She just took out the vowels and added a Z instead of a second S. So, I corrected myself on that. But yo, that one was just hopping. Like, the way the tempo picked up, the way that she just let those vocals loose, the beats just vibrating all throughout the song. Wow. And the lyrics are just so fucking relatable. Like, everyone is always talking about how wonderful I am. They're always giving me all these sort of compliments and positive feedback. However, I don't feel the same deep down. My anxiety creeps up on me. My trauma just sort of takes hold of my mind and spirits. I just feel like a totally different person on the inside as opposed to how people see me on the regular. It's such a horrible routine to go through, and it's weighing every single time. Like, Jojo, I actually do understand this type of feeling that you have. Feelings that you have. Not just one feeling, multiple feelings. Like, girl, you are speaking to the choir, and the message is well received. Track number 10, Nikki's Sound Bath Interlude. Okay, this one's a little soothing. So that was another interlude. I figured it's the final interlude on the track. That one is very interesting because it's saying that she's taking a very sound bath, and honestly, those are the type of noises you want to hear when you're taking a bath, specifically a bubble bath. And she's just telling herself once, it's all gonna be all right. Everything will be okay. Just take a breather, take a chill pill, and enjoy your bath. I don't think there's anything too deep with this one. It's just her trying to have a nice relaxation. And I gotta respect that. Track number 11, Worst I Assume.
I don't wanna sabotage this. Love it how they advertise it. I just hope you understand.
Love it and how they advertise it. It's not like the movies, kids. I ain't looking for no side dick. Wow. I ain't looking for something on the side. I want commitment. I think you could read my mind, but sometimes I'm just not good at conveying emotions. So you gotta forgive me on that. Miller Lite, Bud Light. Which brand? Again, this is her building up a defense wall because she's so nervous about the results of love. I kind of like how fluttery that vocal work is. I always expect the worst and hope for the best. So that was Worst I Assume, and I figured that's a really good way to sort of let people know what your new project is all about. From the looks of it, this was the lead single from the new EP, and it sort of illustrates her past trauma and how it affects her personal relationships, how it makes her sort of shudder at the thought of true love. And I think she did a good job with this single advertising what the EP is all about. It sort of retreads on some of the subject matter we've heard at certain points in the album or EP before. But again, this is a lead single. It's supposed to give people an idea of what they're gonna be in for. And, you know, it was pretty good at that. So now let's get into our closing track. Track number 12, Lift. Got some high-pitched vocals here. Who's your backup crew? Alvin, Theodore, and Simon? I made so much progress in my life, but it feels like I'm regressing a little bit. She needs a support team to get where she wants to be, both mentally and in her career. I'm trying to find my own ways to heal myself, but nothing's working. Just watch out for those prices. They can get really expensive. So that was Lift, and I think this is a wonderful track to end the EP with. It's sort of her reflecting on all the choices she's made to better herself, you know, overcome all the mental strain that she's been feeling throughout her career, throughout a significant portion of her life. And she's on the way of healing, and she found people to help her, and she's finding healthier ways to put her mental health at ease. And I think that's pretty inspiring. I really do like that. The guitar work and the gentle backing vocals really do make this feel like a song of self-reflection and self-healing. So props to you, Jojo. With that, I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back in a few hours after I listen to the EP a second time, and I'll let you guys know what my final thoughts are. So stay with me. Alright, so I took my bath, had my Burger King, and now it's time for me to give my final thoughts on Jojo's Trying Not to Think About It. I remember liking Jojo's music as a kid. I found her to be a talented singer with a very catchy sound behind her. Not to mention she was very cute. You know, childhood crushes, they happen. But over time, I sort of forgot about her as newer pop stars rose through the ranks. And that sucks because getting older and researching her career arc, I now fully understand why she was absent for so long. It seems the populace truly forgot about how gifted of a singer she is. And she broke away from her image of being a teen pop sensation and fully matured into an eloquent R&B diva. Even on this EP, Jojo expresses how much turmoil she's been through and the strain it put on her mental health. Given her struggles with body image, her separation from close partners in the industry, and her elongated legal battles with Blackground, this album is so devastating in context. The way she flexes her vocals throughout this whole EP is evidence that she's deserving of a comeback. And the way the slick production complements her voice just emphasizes my point. There are so many listeners that can relate to her mental health struggles, and that's just gonna immerse them in the record even further. She may not be a top 40 artist anymore, but she is one of the best vocalists of our generation. Why did the piglet have to beat her? That's just freaking awful. But anyway, I give Trying Not to Think About It an 8 out of 10. My favorite songs on the album would have to be Spiral Season, Dissolve, and Fresh New Sheets. My least favorite would have to be Sugar and Carbs Interlude, but that's mainly by default. It's still a fun little song, but doesn't really have much to do with the record. And I think that'll do it for this reaction. Thank you guys so much for watching and joining me on this incredible listen. If you want to catch me on social media, be sure to follow my Twitch, my Twitter, and my TikTok. The links are right down below. And be sure to look me up on Patreon. You can give me great support in return for some great rewards. But I think this is where I'm going to sign off here. My name is Gabriel Jones, and the sun may be setting, but I hope you were able to soak up those drops. Take care.